Hello, this is Matt again. I am here demonstrating a specific problem to the way files are selected in the fetch data um, edit profile window. So if you open up the edit format window, you get a file. You get this, and then the episode format creator here, and you can select the absolute root directory with this little icon here with a folder, and that opens up a standard file selector. As you can see, the focus immediately is lost, which causes making it very difficult to control it. As you can see, I am in a network share here, but if I even go to, say, my home directory, as I am right now, it continues to happen. And you can see just by the change of color, after 2 seconds, it loses its focus as soon as I move the mouse. If I stay still and in that location, that doesn't seem to happen. But so if I open up, say, this random folder here in my home directory, it loses its focus, whether I move the mouse or not. So it doesn't seem to have anything to do with it being in the network, because you can see this is a local folder. But you can definitely see that the focus does indeed get lost after 2 seconds exactly. See, so you can test this hopefully on your own and see if this is in fact a problem that's specific to maybe it's a problem specific to just Mac OS 10.13.4, or maybe it's something specific to a wider scope, or maybe it's something very specific to my system, which seems unlikely because, as I said, I've never seen anything like this before. But as you can see, it's still within the FileBot app, but once I click into it, as you can see, sometimes it takes longer than others, but it's generally, from what I've seen, about 2 seconds in most cases. Sometimes a little shorter, sometimes longer, but it really depends on the circumstances. But if we're looking at, say, any given folder that's local to the system, let's say let's go to the root disk. This is my home directory here. I'll open up show the file, the hidden files here. I think actually that's another thing. Actually, that's actually may have something to do with this. Normally, where you hit the command period, which shows hidden files, does not work in this case. So this is not your usual file selector. So then that may be part of the issue. Because this is just not, as I said, this is very abnormal behavior, and a lot of the normal niceties that are available to one in Mac OS are not available here. So, I mean, I think that might have something to do with this. I mean, as I said, it makes things delay and causes any number of havoc by trying to actually select a directory. And this is not normal. It is really what's causing the problem that I'm having, where I'm just trying to actually select a folder and say open to it. So you can hopefully see what I'm talking about. You don't mean it to be a dig at any way, but just an observation. And as the developer, you probably want to be aware of it. So if I say pick this folder, it actually lets me click it. There we go. So done that much, but if I try doing it again, it waits a bit, immediately loses focus as soon as I open it. So say pick another directory in my home, takes a while, and then it gets to it. But if I stop, losing I have to click on it to get my focus back up, lose it again. Makes it very unreliable. I guess even if it were a set period of time, and as I said, I thought it was 2 seconds, but clearly there are situations where it's shorter and some that are even longer. Makes it even harder to predict and harder to use. So thought that might be something you'd want to look into a little more deeply. But the one part about in certain cases where being able to see hidden files is available or not is an issue. Now there are cases where I get these grayed out things, which is weird. Those aren't hidden files. These are actually regular. These are soft links. Why they're gray? It's a mystery, because they're not that way anywhere else. If I open up a Finder window here, look at those same directories, You see the hidden stuff, right? And those show the gray, and I can actually click on those. In particular, we were looking at, just to compare, this opens up inside my home directory. These are some links here to some repos that I have. Actually, let me just test to see if I can actually get into those. It's possible that some of the cases I have when they're gray, they're actually locked. As you can see, it's going back to the same file that I had the folder I had there last time. So it is actually letting me. Is it letting me into it? No. Oh yeah, okay. It is actually working. So the grayness is kind of maybe a red herring, but in any event, definitely does not match, anything that's consistent here. I mean, these are obviously gray because they're hidden, but I can, I of course can still get to them. But as for why this is behaving the way it is, why, for instance, when I do that, we'll go back to Dropbox, of course. Yep, of course. Why these soft links are full black and these ones are gray. Very strange because they're all just symlinks, just as any other symlink is. If you look inside here, excuse me, you can see here these are symlinks all the same. Like this one here, that one that's grayed out. This one here, it's not. It's just a symlink, just like any other symlink. So why it's being seen differently is anyone's guess. But like I said, it's not. This is not your regular Apple dialog box in its sense. It's definitely behaving a little differently. So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know what else I can do to show you this. I don't know if you're able to repeat it yourself, but I'd be interested to know if this is something that is unique to this system, because I can certainly try it on a different system, possibly even a different version of Mac OS. So just let me know. I'll be happy to try to help. Thank you.